Sister Kinesha. Her testimony of a blessed life.
You may have your seat if you like. Now that I can breathe a little bit. So I was asked to give this testimony about blessed life and how God's been working in my life. And I only got 7 minutes, so I apologize if I go over, tech team. For me, God started working in my life, interestingly enough, from when I went to Korea. When I went to Champang for the first time, that's when God started working. I was 18 years old, and I was already at the age where summer camp is like a no for me. I was over that age. And so my dad had found out about Champyeong. Again, God working. Somehow he found out about Champyeong. And he asked me, did you want to go to Korea? At that point, I didn't know the language, couldn't speak any Korean at all. So I said yes. I told my dad, yeah, sure, send me to Korea. And when he sent me, when I entered through the gates, when I got there, I felt a different spirit. I felt a different energy. I felt more, I guess you can say, like anointed, blessed, like I had hands on me, kind of guiding me there. And I just fell in love with the place. But the first thing that I did was I got called to the Korean office because my mom wanted to make sure I got there safely. So the first thing I did was call home. And there's just so much happening during that time that I really felt like I was in the right place at the right time. Sorry. It was my first 40-day workshop, and I was going through some struggles in the middle of my workshop. I was going through some challenges. I like to eat, so the food that was there was not that great for me at the first time. But as I was going through different struggles, I went to Junction a lot, and I prayed. A lot of times my prayer included tears and included, me bowing and just asking God, please find yourself within my heart, or open my heart if it's closed. Because I felt that I couldn't connect to your parents like I wanted to. And I envied a lot of the members who had deep experiences with True Father and deep with True Mother and the True Children, because I didn't have that yet. At that time, I kind of had nothing in my mind. And so while I was praying, I asked God, what can I do? What can I do to feel you more, to feel closer to you? What can I do? And God responded immediately and said, join Changyang team. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. So I joined the Changyang team, and that was a struggle in and of itself because everyone there is Asian, so they had a very Korean standard of doing things, and I struggled being a non-Asian. But I joined, and I joined the vocal team. And after a couple weeks of me doing Changyang team, I was asked to do the third part, main vocal, which is the shouting and screaming of the body parts. And also, it was a special 2-day workshop that was coming up that weekend. So I had to say all of that in Korean. And that night, I was nervous beyond all heck. I was shaking, I wasn't breathing very well. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was about to tell my leader to just switch me out. But I heard a voice saying, keep going. You'll be fine. I got you. Just keep going. And so before I touched the stage, I offered a prayer. I said, God, I'm out, take over. This is not me, take over my body, I'm out. And I went on stage that night, and apparently that was the first night when I really had my voice. I couldn't feel anything, I didn't know what I was doing, but I felt someone grabbing me and holding me on stage. I felt a voice from behind me going out this way. I felt my legs weren't tired, so they were moving however they needed to move. It was only after Changyang team that I felt how exhausted I really was, and I almost fell off stage. And that night when I meandered my way to Cheongshimwon, I just sat there and I cried. Not because I was sad, not because I was angry, I cried because I was happy. Because finally, I felt God. I felt God. I felt how he worked through me to get me to that point. And ever since then, God has been working with me, with people that I'm close to, people that I love. God puts them in my path. Or he, uses my parents to get on me for not doing certain things. But God works through people that I love. And from that experience, it has led me to this point now where I'm preparing for that next stage of my life, the blessing. And thank you. And as I've been preparing for it, I just keep hearing that same phrase I heard the very first time. Keep going. Don't worry. I got you. Keep going. And I have trusted that ever since. And because I've trusted that, it is giving me courage and excitement. Like, the nervousness is like about this much compared to how much joy I feel. And I can honestly say that I'm just incredibly happy. Like, I'm always happy, but this is a different level of happy. This is that heavenly happy. That heavenly happy that comes down and just fills you up. And no matter what happens in your day, you're just happy. You're just good because God's got you. God's got your back. So that phrase has led me all the way here. Don't worry. Keep going. I got you. And I just wanted to share that with you this morning. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Kinesha.